I just built the world's smallest camper. You can take it anywhere, and it fits in a space smaller than a coffee table. But getting here wasn't easy. I nearly lost my mind. Yeah, when you cut these little pieces like that, so good. My patience, that can't be right. Oh, why? Oh my gosh, that's in the wrong spot. And my eyebrows. Let's rewind. I've always wanted an off-grid 4x4 camper, and the ultimate is the Earth Roamer, a luxury RV built for months off-grid, but it has two big problems. It's too massive for tight trails, and it costs nearly $1 million. Now, I don't have $1 million, but what I do have is the delusional confidence of a YouTuber and this. The mullet of side-by-sides, my Kawasaki Ridge XR. Earth Roamer builds their camper on a Ford F550 chassis, but using my Ridge XR as my foundation will keep this build super mobile, nimble, and compact. Now, I don't know how long Earth Roamer takes to build their campers, but I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks to complete this project. Welcome to HAXMAN, y'all. My early confidence has turned into crippling self-doubt. I stared at this side by side for what felt like days, just trying to figure out where to begin on this project. Let's just say the chasm between my skill set and my aspirations is significant. You see, my plan from the beginning has always been to build the frame for this camper out of aluminum. But I don't know how to weld. My lack of a skill that takes years to master won't stop me though. Oops. Okay, all right, here we go. For real this time. I bought this welder 5 years ago, just in case. And this project is the first time I've ever fired it up. I bought this table at Harbor Freight, and look at me. I'm a welder. That weird sizzling sound means that I just melted the aluminum welding wire to the tip of the welding gun. Luckily, these can be replaced, and apparently a good welder will go through like 4 of these in a year. We'll see how many I go through. I almost chose a different method for building this camper because I know some viewers will watch this and say, oh, well, this does me no good because I can't weld. Well, that's the point. Neither can I. I'm learning this as I go along, and if I can do it, so can you. Ooh, look at that. I do apologize for making any real welders throw up in their mouth just now. That is pretty nasty. Me and this 40 grit flap disc on this grinder, we're gonna become good friends. I can tell already. Over and over and over again. Now, to be honest, last year I did weld about 8 inches of steel together. So this is my first aluminum project. And I can tell you, welding aluminum is a whole different animal. Welding steel is like putting hot glue on a 2x4. Welding aluminum is like trying to connect 2 pieces of paper with a match. It burns through so easily. So I'm basing this off of the Earth Roamer. This is more important than the Earth Roamer, okay? I think this is like Moon Roamer important, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. But yet we already have a moon rover. We even have like a Mars rover. Here's where I'm thinking this thing needs to go. Straight to Uranus. This is gonna be the Uranus rover. It's built to explore Uranus.
I can handle the gases of Uranus.
Oh, well, I haven't thought about that. Does Uranus have gas?
Well, I don't know. It might have. I don't think it's
I know. I apologize. I just can't pass up low-hanging fruit. Having said that, this camper frame is actually starting to take shape now, and I'm becoming more confident in the process. I'm actually starting to get excited about it again. But I do have a big problem. So because I don't plan stuff out, I thought, putting this angle on here would look really cool, but I'm using angle aluminum, angle bar, whatever you call it, I don't know. Yeah. Angle iron aluminum. It's 90 degrees. This is not 90 degrees. As you can see, clearly, that's not 90 degrees.
Yeah.
And I've got to go across here. I've got to go across the back. And so there's no way to line that up. There's no way to make that match.
There's no way to like bend it?
No.
Like you can't stamp on it or anything? Like
stamp? Did you say you can't stamp on it? Let me stamp on it, Kim.
No, stand on both feet. Oh.
I stamped on it. Let me see. No. The only option is if I took like some flat bar.
Well, why don't you do that?
And see, then I could do that like that, and then like that. Why don't I do that?
Yeah.
Because I don't have the skill to do that. It's all I can do to weld an inch and a half.
I think you could probably do it.
No, I can't do that.
You got skills, babe.
No, I can't do that.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
With the frame complete, it's time to continue the questionable engineering of this camper with some DIY wall panels. I picked up this corrugated sign panel at the hardware store because it is crazy lightweight and surprisingly strong. It's also really inexpensive and really easy to cut. It's pretty stiff. Actually, for a wall panel, it could work. However, how much protection will this actually provide for me? Okay. Oh yeah, let's start out light. Okay. Oh, that's not bad, go ahead. Oh, ow! Watch my fingers! Hey, okay, all right. Oh, holy moly. Now in my last build, I used these XPS foam panels for the walls, much stronger than the sign panels, but it's not waterproof. However, it will provide insulation, and I still don't think these are strong enough. There is a different solution though. A lot of off-grid campers use composite panels, which are layered materials that offer insulation and strength. Well, there's a downside to those. They cost a fortune. So here's my plan. I'm gonna take the XPS foam and then I'm gonna laminate it with this. It's a plastic shower wall panel from your local hardware store. It is super flexible, but it is super waterproof and pretty durable. What I'm hoping is that whenever I combine the two, I'll get the best of both worlds. Lots of insulation and lots of strength. The adhesive that I'm using is number 78 spray adhesive from 3M. It is specifically made for use with foam and it works excellent. After applying the adhesive to both the plastic panel and the XPS foam and allowing it to set for a few minutes, then I'm just pressing them together. And once it touches, it's touched now. Yeah, go ahead, leave it. You done messed up, boy.
Yeah, that seems like it's gonna strengthen it up pretty good, actually.
All right, let's flip that one over. I'm just making the small panel to start out with so that I can test it for durability before I go on to make any larger panels that may or may not work. Oh, sir. Try to bend that now. That's good. That's good right there.
Holy crap.
That worked even better than I thought it would.
Yeah, it's light.
That's crazy. Yeah, because that is super lightweight. We have just created a composite panel. Can you hit that without hitting my fingers?
Can't guarantee it.
Jeez, all right, go ahead. Oh, okay, harder. Okay, harder. Yoo, hey now, come on now, what you trying to do? Hold up, no, all right now, hold up. I'm not even gonna do that. All right, go for it right there. Oh, okay, you did not go through.
No.
Nothing, we got a dent, but we're still good. Test number 2. High speed impact, small object. Okay, ricochet hit. Ooh, that was a good one right there. Did you see that? Almost came back and hit me.
So yours is more, what do you call it?
Yeah, sharper, but
Sharper.
see, didn't go through though. If I catch on fire, you know who to call, right?
Ghostbusters.
Flame on. Can it withstand the heat of Uranus? We're gonna go with it. With the durability test complete, I know I can go ahead and make the full-size panels. Now the first thing I had to do is pull the plastic off of these foam sheets to make sure that the adhesive actually sticks to the foam and the plastic itself. Speaking of which, it's gonna be a little complicated. Alright, so to keep everything from touching too soon, I'm gonna put these sticks across here, okay? It makes it easier to line everything up. Now we can grab this piece. Okay. Walk your way down. There you go. There you go. Don't let it touch. Okay, lay it on there. Anytime you're using contact cement or something similar to glue two sheets of whatever product together, this method works really well to lay sticks across it in between it. It keeps it from touching before you're ready for it to touch, and then you can't move it. What's so great about using a contact adhesive like this is that it dries immediately. So I could go ahead and start cutting out all of the panels for the camper right away. And my track saw came in super handy for this. To glue the ceiling up in, I'm gonna use this clear power grab, which I have never used before, but oh dude, it does not even want to come out. There we go, okay. We'll see how good it works. It is thick stuff. Make that opening bigger. I was having to put the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip on it to see if I can loosen that up a little bit.
G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip?
Yeah.
Is that from the same show or you just combined?
G.I. Joe had a Kung Fu grip. He had a Kung Fu grip.
I didn't know that.
You never had any G.I. Joes?
It was American
What, you ain't
Hero.
never had no G.I. Joes, Kim?
American Hero, that's all I remember.
Well, now you know.
That's more a She-Ra.
Now you know.
And knowing's what?
Half the battle. G.I. Joe! Okay, your job, Kim, once I get up in here, will be to hand me the other panels, because they're going to help hold this up. Oh, stupid!
Did you do it backwards?
Stupid! I did it wrong. No, I got to do the other side first.
You put the glue on the bottom side?
Hold on, what have I done here?
I don't know what you've done.
Hold on, I've done it. I told you, Kim.
What the heck, idiot?
I told you. Shut your pie hole.
What the heck? What are you doing?
Hold on, it goes this way.
That's how you had it, though.
I know, but I have to be on this side of it. There we go. That's it. Yeah. No, give me one of those side panels first.
Right.
Look at there, look at there.
Yes.
Hey?
Oh, it's so cute. It kind of looks like a little chicken coop.
"24 hours later, and I've just made two terrible realizations. Number one, this camper looks like a giant freezer. I can fix that later, and I'll get to that. But even worse is, this roof did not stick. It just, this power grab that says it'll stick to anything, yeah, it doesn't stick to anything.
That was a lie.
Hopefully it didn't mess up the panel. Oh, there she goes. It took Kim and I about an hour to remove the rest of this non-dried, sticky adhesive from the roof panel. But as it turns out, it was actually a blessing in disguise. Because you see, I forgot to paint the camper frame before I started putting the panels in. So this gave Kim the perfect opportunity to go ahead and paint the frame. Okay, so I'm not really feeling the whole freezer in the back of my side-by-side vibe, but don't worry, I do have a solution, and it is in this box. Yeah, baby, yeah. I've had a tube of vinyl wrap ready to wrap my Bronco for years now, sitting in our garage, but I've never used it because I didn't really know how difficult it would be to use. This is not that wrap, however. This is a totally different wrap that I ordered. I gotta say, it was much easier to apply than I thought it would be. I was able to stick it and lift it, stick it and lift it, stick it and lift it until I got it exactly where I wanted it to be. And then using the heat gun, I think that actually makes the glue set and then it sticks. I think, Kim, you ready for that satisfying peel of the protective layer? Look at that green out here in the sun. God, Lord, that's bright. I'm not a smart man, but I know what green is. I like it a lot.
Out of the way. Look at that. Wonderful.
Nice. So lovely. Attempt number 2 at installing the panels. This time I'm gonna stick it with Phenosil. I used to use this a lot in the cabinet shop years ago. Worked really well. Hopefully it works.
Try again.
You can do it.
There we go. Yes, hi.
Can I bring another panel?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying not to get my hands in the nasty caulk. A struggle. Yay! You want the other one?
Okay. I can get it. Oh man, that looks sweet! Oh, and lest you think I had no problems with the vinyl wrap, well, you'd be mistaken, because as you can see, I did not order enough, so I had to leave the back of my camper white. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I am. Carry on. So, the panels are in, but I can't see what's going on outside. Oh yeah, perfect. I mean, except for that it's not. You see, I'm either a glutton for punishment or an idiot, or both. It's debatable. I don't want to use a pre-made RV window. I want my windows to match the lines of the camper and be cool looking. So I'm gonna build them from scratch. I used a piece of that signboard from earlier to make a template for what I want to be the shape of these side windows. And I'm gonna cut the window frame out of this aluminum. Now, I went ahead and marked the angles everywhere around on this template so that I didn't screw it up whenever I was cutting it out. And then, of course, I had to weld them all together and grind the boogers off. I mean, I'm not saying it's fantastic, but it could have been worse. I'm pretty stoked. For the clear part of the window, I'll be using this. This is a sheet of Lexan, 250 times stronger than glass, bulletproof, because why not? Now, I started off cutting all of this Lexan with my track saw, which worked really well. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna cut the rest of it out on the table saw, which was quite sketchy. I ended up going back to the track saw to finish cutting it. It just kept everything down nice and tight between the track and the foam that I'm using below it. Didn't allow anything to move. Where on the table saw, it could bounce around. I just didn't like it. Then it was time for a coat of multiply paint, just like the rest of the frame. To glue the Lexan into the frame, I'm going to be using Lexel. I actually used Lexel to go back and re-glue some of the panels on the rest of the camper because the Phenosil still didn't work very well. However, this Lexel worked like a champ. This stuff is freaking amazing. I should have just used it to begin with. I should have known. I've used it in the past and it was amazing. It's just good stuff. So I'm gonna press it lightly in case it don't let go. Your part.
If it clings too tightly,
It's the end of the show. what it's supposed to do, Tyler. All right, you wanna come help me hold this? I put this off because I knew this was gonna be the, yeah. Oh, see? See? You dropped that. Oh, sir, I'd have had to whip you like, I mean, we could make it open like that. You know what I'm saying? But that'd be easy. That ain't cool. You know what's cool, right?
Struggling.
Okay, yeah. So I gotta kind of figure out where these are gonna go. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that myself and these strut lifts, we don't get along so well. Because on my first secret bookcase build, I went, I don't know, like 10 or 20 times too strong.
Stop! Are you serious? Oh my gosh! Put your whole body. What happened? Oh no!
I did eventually get it right, and I'm hoping I've got it right this time. If this is wood, I would just screw all this together, and then if it doesn't fit, you unscrew it and put a screw in a different spot. But since this is all 1/8 inch thick aluminum, I think my only alternative is to rivet this. So that's what I'm gonna do. And if I rivet them in the wrong spot, then I don't know, we'll see. I'm kind of tempted to just do the one rivet to begin with. I need 2 rivets in there. No, I'll just go ahead and put both of them. Go all in. I mean, the whole thing is, once this is attached, that's it, it's attached. All right, bring it down. Oh Lord, I might have brought that, oh crap. Shit. I might have brought that out. Oh my gosh. Okay, bring it down, bring it down. Oh my gosh, that's in the wrong spot, dude. Golly, golly. I probably needed to be like right there, not way down there. And you know what that means? That means all this stuff's got to be done upside down now too. I had to drill out all the rivets and reposition everything. Now let's find out if these struts are strong enough. Okay, let's see if it'll hold it up. No, it won't. Sir, that ain't the right weight. Oh man. I'll order some heavier duty struts. We gonna be strutting. Strutting that dough. So I don't have room for AC on my camper, but I do have room for a vent fan on the roof, which should be a simple installation. I'm just gonna cut this square out of the roof, have Tyler wire it up, and drop it in. While I'm up here on the roof, I might as well go ahead and add this 100-watt flexible solar panel to the roof as well. Now, I went with flexible just because it was thin, and the way I attached it was with this 3M automotive tape. Now it's time to start dressing up the interior of this camper. I ordered this roll of boat foam decking from Amazon. This stuff cuts so easy. Oh, what did I just screw up here? I just screwed up. I thought this thing was 48 inches wide. It's only 44 inches wide. How'd I do that? For some reason, my brain just said, "Oh, the square went all the way across, so it's 48 inches, but it's not." Fortunately, there was just enough left on the remaining piece to cut it to the correct size to fit into the bottom of the camper. Man, the end of this camper is trying to kill me. Anyway, I got it in. That floor looks sweet. Let's see how this is gonna work out. This is the first time I've actually tried it. That's actually pretty nice. It's kind of firm, it's a little firm. Ooh. Hey. Oh, that's pretty good. What do you think, Tyler?
I think it's great.
Yeah. Why don't you paint me like one of your French girls, Tyler? Now, I'm certainly no seamstress or a fashionista, but I am pretty good with woodworking tools. So, we're gonna make these cushions no-sew.
So are we gonna glue that on there now?
Yes, sir. I'm just gonna glue the foam to these.
Well, hopefully it doesn't eat into. Are we gonna test it?
Test it? No, sir. No, sir. We go all in. If it's gonna eat this styrofoam, it's gonna eat it. It's supposed to be yellow like that?
Looks like somebody peed on it.
No, no. Now, when it comes to no-sew cushions, this ain't HAXMAN's first rodeo, and an electric carving knife is just the ticket to cut this foam. Shoot! I got off.
Pretty clean.
Smooth. No, no.
Yummy.
Yeah, when you cut these little pieces like that, so good. So good.
I chose this lovely green material because it matches the rest of the trailer and I got it on sale.
Instead of a sewing machine, I went with a staple gun. Now, if I could go back and do this again, I would have wrapped these cushions with some cotton batten because as you can see, I had to piece the foam and you can kind of see that through the material. What can I say? I told you, I wasn't a seamstress, okay? Just over 1 year ago, I built my first tiny camper and it went a little overweight. But this year, finally, after weeks of welding, gluing, wrapping, fixing my own mistakes, and questioning my life choices, the tiny camper is finally done. It started as just an idea inspired by the earth roamer, and now it's real. One final touch. But how does the Uranus Explorer really compare to Earth Roamer? You ready? Earth Roamer has four-wheel drive. I have four-wheel drive. I also have locking differentials and a long travel suspension. I also have 117 horsepower, so I can really strike a trot when I need to. Earth Roamer has solar power, a bed, a shower, and a toilet. Uranus Explorer also has solar power that plugs into this battery bank, and that battery bank powers my ventilation fan. Uranus Explorer also has a bed, a shower, thanks to my pressurized jerry can, and not one, but two toilets.
Try again.
Who needs an Earth Roamer when you've got a Uranus Explorer? I can now go everywhere Earth Roamer goes and beyond. I love doing these over-the-top builds with crazy details, questionable engineering, and secret features, but this wasn't my biggest challenge yet. If you want to see my biggest challenge and you think that this camper was wild, check this video out right here and you'll see the ultimate super secret surprise I built for my daughter. And I will see you next time.